I love this time of year and just the holiday season in general, but it is a recipe for extra anxiety and stress. There is always so much more that we want to do, and we aren't allotted any extra hours in the days to get it all done. I've finally realized that the way to really enjoying this last 2 months of the year is to focus really intently on simplicity. In this video, I'm going to share 5 slow and simple practices that can help you close the year with calm, clarity, and purpose so that you can fully enjoy the season and step into the new year just feeling grounded, confident, and just ready to make the most of it. So let's start with one that adds a bit more calm to the next couple of months. And that's to rethink the process of decorating for the holidays. In years past, I had really gotten to the point where I had this love-hate relationship with Christmas decorations. I, on one hand, love the nostalgic feeling that they give my home, but with work and all the other responsibilities, getting everything up and then taking it down at the end of the season, I felt like it just added a lot of time and stress. And not to mention, after years of accumulating decor, it just seems like it began to make my house feel too full, which added a different kind of feeling of stress. In reality, your surroundings can really affect your attitude and your energy level, maybe more than you even realize. And if you're already feeling a bit stressed coming into this time of year, the chaos and the excess of everything can really make it worse. With a little extra intentionality and a focus on simplicity, I found that you can still have a beautiful, calming space and even maybe save some money and time in the process. I love to begin with just putting a bit of nature on my dining room table. It's grounding. It instantly creates the feeling of the season. It's free, and I can switch it up really easily as the season changes. When I begin to pull my holiday decorations out from storage, I go through a process of considering each one and thinking about, is this going to add beauty and warmth to my space? If it doesn't spark good feelings, it's really time for me to let it go. And I think this extra thought process has really helped my home feel much calmer in recent years. And it takes me a lot less time to put everything away at the end of the season too. So I've actually started to make a ritual, if you will, of this what can I release mentality. And it's something I begin to do twice a year. I do it in the springtime when I'm spring cleaning, and again in the fall. And this time of year, I'm beginning to look forward to my intentions for the next year. So it becomes a lot more than just thinking about getting rid of clutter. I'm thinking about outdated roles or expectations, or even the way that I define my own personal success. As an example, what used to be like my definition of a good day was how much I marked off my to-do list. But I've really tried hard to reframe this to thinking about more of how it felt. If you could use some guidance in creating this kind of intentionality in your own life as you begin to think forward to the coming year, I've created something that may be able to help you. I've actually just opened enrollment for my Jumpstart Your January Reset. It's a 6-week course of guided intentionality so that you can start the year with real clarity for the months ahead and just be really highly motivated to make that vision happen for yourself. There's a link to find out more about this in the description for the video if it's something you'd like to check out. So in addition to my twice a year letting go ritual, in recent years, I've found that there are other little rituals that also go a long way to remind me to slow down and embrace what's happening in the moment. If you find yourself always focused on what's next or what you have to do next because you have so much that you need to accomplish, here are some really good questions that you may want to ask yourself. These will help you create your own little seasonal rituals for embracing what's happening in your own life right now. You may want to take a snapshot of them so that you can just ponder them further later. The first one is, what simple action can I repeat regularly to remind me of the things that I care about most? Then, which people, places, or activities do I want to intentionally invite into my life more often? And then what little pause could I create to mark transitions, such as from morning to day, or work to evening, or to the new year? Example of one of my reminder rituals. This one marks the end to the busy part of my day, and it really signals to my body that it's time to relax. And that's having my own turn down service like they do in a nice hotel. I turn back the covers on the bed, I'll draw the curtains closed and set the pillows up the way I like them for reading. And I do all of this about an hour before I get ready for bed. And I just find it very soothing and calming. Creating reminder rituals like this to remind yourself to relax or to reset is so powerful. After a while, your body just gets used to what's going on and it reacts automatically. So this next one may take a little extra thought or possibly even a little planning, and that's to do something that really makes you feel alive. At this time last year, I was in the middle of planning a trip to experience the Christmas markets with my mom in Switzerland. But instead, I ended up in the hospital having a cancerous tumor in a foot of my colon removed. So planning this trip again this year is really making me celebrate being alive. So I challenge you to think about what's one thing you can do between now and the end of the year. And it can be simple. It just gives you a reason to feel like, man, it's great to be alive. And I'd love to know what you come up with. Also, just let me know if you want me to share the highlights of my trip to Switzerland when we get back. So this last one is something fun, but it's also a very useful guide. It's choosing a word of the year. Doing this can really help you make choices that thoroughly align with your intentions throughout the year. Last year, my word was lagom, which is Swedish for just right or just enough. And focusing on this word, it helped me spend the right amount of time on things. It helped me learn not to push so much to perfection. It challenged me with things like not letting the water run full steam while I'm washing the dishes or turning it off while I'm brushing my teeth. It's been a good word in a multitude of ways for me. And now I'm looking forward to choosing one for next year. So if you want to see how I go about choosing my word of the year, I've got a video that walks you through the process. As we wrap up here, I just want to give you a little reminder. Slowing down, slow living, it isn't about giving up momentum. It's more about creating space for what truly matters, letting go to create that space. It's about being intentional with letting go of some things to create that space. And if you want to get a head start on this before the new year begins, I would love for you to join me in the Jumpstart Your January Reset that I mentioned earlier. Like I said, it's a 6-week course. It'll guide you to reassess your life, let go of what's no longer helpful to you, create space, and find some real clarity, what you need to get started in the new year and to actually create the momentum that you want. You can follow the link in the description to sign up or for more information. And here's to ending this year just feeling good and beginning the next one with intention. Thanks so much for watching today.